What's up, guys? Welcome to Wildcard Sports. In today's video, I'm going to go over the NHL champion blueprint to win it all. And legit, there's only 4, maybe 5 teams that have an actual shot of winning it all. If you see that blue square there, under that blue square, I will reveal who has a legit shot. But you have to hit all 4 of these categories. Sometimes you could hit 3 out of 4 of these categories and still win the Stanley Cup. It's happened in the past, and I'll show you who. But here's the rankings right here, or here's the blueprint right here. Top 11 in even strength goal differential, top 12 in strength save percentage, even strength save percentage, top 16 in shot attempt Corsi. We'll go ahead and get into that in a moment. And then top 14 in goals against. Simple as that. You got to hit those categories. So if you don't see your team on any of these lists, you're screwed. I'm sorry to say. But if you see your team on at least 3 or 4 of these categories, then you're okay. You're in good shape. But if you see your team on every single one of these categories, you're in great shape. So if you look at teams that are hitting all these categories, look at the Capitals. Boom, first even strength goal differential. I can't say that word. Top 12 even strength save percentage. You got them in the shot attempt Corsi, and then you also got them in goals against third. You see the Kings up there. But then when we look at the standings, Carolina Hurricanes are having a great season. 70 points. They're in second place in the Metropolitan Division. But do you see them at all on these lists? You see them on one list, shot attempts, and they're in first. That's great. They're taking tons of shot attempts. But when you look at the definition of, the SA Corsi, shot attempt Corsi, it's literally shot attempts on goal, missed shots, and block shots. So they're shooting a lot, which is great, but they're winning games, but they're not hitting any of these categories. So I would not even place a futures bet on them. Don't even think they're going to win it all. I'm sorry to tell you guys, Carolina Hurricane fans, but you really got to turn it around the second half of the season. I'm not saying it's like impossible because we've got a whole second half of the season to play, but it's not looking great right now. Also, when you look at the Red Wings, they're in the wild card spot, not looking great. You look at the Senators, not looking great. And we go down to the Western Conference, the Canucks, they're in a wild card spot, not looking great. And when you look at the Oilers, like I said, they were favored to win it all. They could be in the top 2 to win it all right now, but you really don't see them on a lot of categories. I'll reveal the box right now. 4 of 4. You got the Dallas Stars hitting all categories. You got the Tampa Bay Lightning, the LA Kings, and the Washington Capitals. Those are all teams you probably didn't expect to have a legit shot of winning it all. Maybe the Stars and Lightning, but the Kings are playing great. They're hitting all these categories. They're not even going to fall off. Maybe an even strength save percentage if they have a bad second half of the season in that department. But, we got to keep an eye on the Dallas Stars at, the even strength right here. Save percentage. If they fall off, that's not good because most teams, if you win the championship, all these teams that won the championship were in top 12 on even strength win percentage. And that's in the past 6 to 10 years. I didn't look back like in the 90s and all that stuff. But if you're not in the top 16 in the shot against Corsi stat, it's not a big deal. There have been NHL champions that have not been in that top 16. So if you don't see your team in there, you're fine. Like if you're a Minnesota Wild fan, you're hitting every category except the shot attempt Corsi, which is fine. So don't panic. Who else? Winnipeg. I love Winnipeg because they are like being in the top 2 at goals against is great. So that helps them. But I think they were in that category last year and they didn't do well in the playoffs. But I love Winnipeg. They're not in the top 16 in the Corsi, but that's fine. So they're hitting 3 of 4 and Minnesota. So they're in good shape. I wouldn't pay attention to the Islanders too much. They're kind of dropping out there. I don't even know if even in a wild card spot. Yeah, they're way down in the standings. I mean, they could for sure get a wild card spot. There's plenty of hockey to be played, but don't pay attention to them. Toronto has a great chance making it far, but we know how that goes when they make the playoffs and in the playoffs. So these are the 4 teams you really want to focus on right now: Stars, Lightning, Kings, and Capitals, and maybe the Minnesota Wild and maybe the Winnipeg Jets. But everyone else, don't even worry about them. You're just trimming the fat at this point. They're not going to win it all. I'm being harsh about it. Yes, I know we do have a second half of the season, so stay tuned. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you're new, because I'm going to be making updates on the blueprint every 2 weeks. We're also doing this for NBA. If you missed my last video, it was an NBA blueprint. So we're going to be tracking this in the NHL blueprint. So subscribe now so you can stay informed of who legit has a shot, because don't waste your money. If you're putting futures bets on like random teams that you think they have a shot, like, you know, the Islanders, Devils, Calgary, they most likely don't have a shot. And literally most teams hit the top 11 and even strength goal differential, and Calgary's not in that. So don't even bet on them yet. Don't even worry about Calgary. And I think they're fighting for a wild card spot. Yeah, they're right there. They might get one of the spots in the wild card, but we'll see how they play in the second half of the season. So this is the blueprint as of now. I mean, the blueprints always staying the same. So last year I got it right in the NHL blueprint, and then NBA I got it right. So these are working, guys. It's something to keep your eye on. Sure, there could be an outlier one year. Nothing's guaranteed, of course. Like injuries could happen and just weird stuff can happen. But pay attention to this blueprint, because it's really going to help you if you want to like prove to your friends that you know exactly who's going to win the championship or win the Stanley Cup. So this is great to to know and have knowledge about. Appreciate you guys watching the video. Stay tuned for the next one. I'll see you guys. Peace.